is going on? It's Big Daddy here. We're going to try something different tonight. What I'm going to do is Myleague Utter Chaos. The idea that every single player is a free agent. In other words, all contracts or all connections are null and void. And the league is going to be set up in a basically a serpentine draft to pick the players from. We're going to turn a fantasy draft on. The draft order is going to be up to whatever happens, serpentine, and that's how we're going to do that. All right, so we're going to do that, and then I'm going to select the Indiana Pacers because, because I'm from Kentucky and actually grew up in Indiana, so I'm going to take the Pacers for this. If you like the way we do this, maybe suggest that we do it with some, add some teams that are relocations or just, you know, the expansion teams, and maybe we go from 30 to 36 teams and do this. We'll see what we end up coming out with. But here we're going to do the Pacers, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and pick a team. All right, we're gonna pick a team, and the attempt is going to be that we are going to wow. Okay, Doncic goes first, Antetokounmpo, Harden, Durant to the Pistons, Davis, James down to the Spurs, Kawhi goes to the Celtics, Steph Curry to the Nuggets, Dame Lillard to the Nets, Trae Young to the Warriors. Oh my goodness! This is already turning the league upside down. Joel Embiid to Memphis. Holy moly! Zion goes to the Suns. Paul George to the Clippers. Wow, that's one of the few guys that stayed with the right team that he's already with. Ben Simmons to the Hornets. Klay Thompson to the Hawks. Siakam to the Lakers. Wow. Ayton to the Mavericks, Fox to the Bulls, Ja Morant to Minnesota. Holy crap, where am I drafting with the Pacers? Holy crap, I'm the last pick of the entire first round. Okay, so who do we got left? What do we go with? I'm not worried about contracts right now. I'm trying to pick a team that whenever we simulate the season, it's going to be a playoff team. So that's what we're looking at. Looking at guys as they're ranked, knowing that I get back-to-back picks. Look at all these guys that are still available. It's going to get interesting once you get down in there. I still want to keep Oladipo for the Pacers, but man, I think I'm going to go defense. People may think I'm crazy, but I'm going to take Gobert. I'm going to take Gobert right here. Boom. And then I'm on the clock again. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Now, Oladipo's 29 deep. Do you think there's a chance he could fall to me in the third round? Or should I just go ahead and take Vic now and live with the consequences? And I'm going to reach out and I'm going to take a chance. And I'm going to go ahead and take Oladipo now. There's Jimmy Butler to the Pelicans, Devin Booker to the Thunder, Jaylen Brown to the Cavs, Middleton goes to the T-Wolves, DeRozan to the Bulls, Jackson to the Mavericks. I'm telling you what, this is really looking a little bit crazy. But I kind of like having Rudy Gobert and Victor Oladipo already set up. Now, the next time I draft, I'm going to get 2 draft picks yet again. But it's going to be a little while. It's going to be a while. There's going to be 58 picks before I get a chance to pick again. And see some of these players coming off, man, it's going to be a long, long time before I'm going to be able to see what's going to be left. And I'm a little bit worried about what's going to be there. I mean, D-Rose, Buddy Hield, that would have been a nice one to have. Bagley, another good one that could have been good for me. It just seems like, you know, we're going to have all kinds of issues here. Rockets get back-to-back picks. I mean, we're already getting down to T.J. Warren. This is the third round. T.J. Warren coming out. Lowry going to the third round of the Sixers. Wow. Wow, this is getting a little bit crazy now. Laurie Martin in the third round of the Nets. Blake Griffin to Warriors. Holy moly. Kevin Love is an Orlando Magic. Gordon Hayward, a Memphis Grizzly. These next two picks are going to be very important for me because it's going to kind of cement my starting lineup. I've got a shooting guard that plays solid defense and is a good all-around player. I've got one of the best defensive players in the league in my center position. So I need to find a solid defensive tandem with him down low for the power forward. And it'd be nice to find a really good all-around point guard as well with these picks. But let's see what's left. All right, but he's out 8 to 10 months, which means, you know, that's not someone I'm gonna take. This is all tough right through here. I got back-to-back picks though, so I kind of like. Man, what to do here? Man, can you imagine? Wow. I'm thinking I'm going to try and get Lou Williams and Al Horford. Definitely. We're going to take him. And then we're going to come back and get Al Horford. And that leaves us with just a small forward left for the starting lineup. But I've got a pretty good starting lineup as it is. Now, what's going to happen with the rest of these picks? Like I said, I sit there with 58 picks while all these great players get taken out for the rest of the fourth and most of the fifth round. Wow. Millsap ends up going to the Jazz. Saw Pascal going to the Heat. Fultz going to the Suns. Aaron Gordon's going to be a Grizzly. Man, the Grizzlies actually starting to shape up pretty good, it looks like. R.J. Barrett with the Orlando Magic. That's interesting. Wow. I'm considering turning off all injuries too to see if this is more legit. You know, leave a like if you like what we're seeing so far out of this team. If you think I've made 4-year draft picks, leave a like right now. Let me know. Let me know if you like it. Carmelo Anthony to the Sixers in the 5th round. Miles Turner went down all the way to the 5th round. Man, Miles would have been a good one to pick up. Would have liked to have Karis LeVert in the 5th round. He would have been another good one. Because I think he could have played some small forward too. My 6th man's going to be one of my 2 picks here too, so I've got to get somebody that I know can come off the bench really strong. Kendrick Nunn, a scorer for the Clippers. Enes Kanter to the Jazz. Well, they still have a big center. Kobe White goes to the Hawks. You see how this is going to completely change the league. Some of these teams that are really good are now not going to be maybe as good. Some of these teams that were really bad are going to end up with a great team. This is going to be kind of crazy to see how it all shakes out. All right, who can we get here? Okay. And it sucks. Wow. Wow, is he a... Yeah, I like him, but... I've always liked Derek Favors. I think we're going to go... no. Pacers made that. We're going to go with Tim Hardaway Jr. And then we're going to come back and we're going to pick up Derek Favors for our bench. I really like Derek Favors' game when he was, especially when he was in college. And I know he's kind of dropped off now that he's been in the league several years, but he could be a solid backup guy for the inside. Play either center or power forward. Give us a little bit of inside game. Trey Burke going to the Trailblazers. Daniel Tice going to the Heat. Wow. Wow. Some of these players in the 6th round, I mean, it's going to start getting pretty slim pickings about round 7 or 8, it's going to feel like. You know, but I think a lot of teams are like that. Man, Jarrett Culver to the Raptors. Portman's to the Nets. Man, this is crazy. Boucher to the, wow, to the Spurs. Interesting. Harrison Barnes to the Sixers. The Sixers actually seem to still be getting a pretty good team. First pick of the 7th round is J.J. Redick, who was high on the board in the 6th round when I was there to pick. So sometimes those ones that look like they're the best ones left, they'll still slip through most of the round. So I've got a big guy back up. I need a solid small forward and a solid guard on my next 2 picks to come off the bench and give me my solid 7 and 8. You probably look to go 8 to 10 deep. I try to go 10 deep in everything I do, just to make sure there's a solid second team all the way through. But I'm not sure in a draft like this you can depend on that. I want to make sure my first 8 are going to be solid to compete. I'm not sure this team right now that I've got can even win 30 games. To be honest with you, I'm a little worried about that. TJ Leaf going to the 7th round. We got back-to-back original Pacers getting picked. Wow. Okay, who we got here? Oh, Pat Beverly. Yeah, I got to take Pat Beverly from my bench. That's awesome. Let's see. I don't have a small forward though. I mean, Joe Ingles. No, thank you. I don't like Joe Ingles. I don't know why. I just don't. I don't know. I mean, McDermott? No. I mean, I like his shooting, but Denzel? Oh, I like Jordan Bell too. Iggy. Too bad he's so old. Man. Do I take Ingles? No, I'm not going to take Ingles. Thaddeus Young? No. Man, this is tough. Rudy Gay. Yeah. That's not a bad one. Rudy Gay would be really good there. Let's take Rudy Gay. Backup small forward. Rudy Gay. He can also play some power forward because he's got size. Give us another solid defender down low. We're still going to be able to defend the paint pretty well. Not sure exactly how this is going to shape out now that we're starting to finish out the 8th round. And it's going to be the end of the 9th round before I get to pick again. When you think about it, that means there's over 240 players that's already been drafted. Not going to be a lot left. There's Denzel going. Wow, Carter Williams. Joe Harris to the Magic. The Magic are really putting together an interesting team, it seems like. We'll look at the rosters here in a little bit. We'll see how the rosters all shook out for each of the teams based on positions. And then we'll start getting an idea of where we think we'll rank. Jeff T going 27th to the Pistons in this 8th round. Wow. Rockets. Got Aaron Holiday. He's a former Pacer there. Fernando. Glenn Robinson III going in the 9th round. That's a little bit shocking. Dumboya going in the 9th round. Osman in the 9th round. Satoransky in the 9th round. There's Jordan Bell. Man, 20 more picks. I'd have grabbed Jordan Bell. He can play power forward as well as center. He would have been nice coming off the bench. So the 2 places I really want to look for is a solid shooting guard, all-around shooting guard, and then another down low, small forward, power forward type position. That's really what I want. I'd like to find a natural small forward, but we'll see how it shakes out and see what's left. I don't know what's going to be there. Patty Mills going 24th in the 9th round. Wow. And names I don't know. Hazonia, I know how to pronounce that. All right, here we go. What are we looking at here? Really interesting enough to look at. Iguodala's still there. Roberson, I like Roberson too. James Johnson, Tyreek Evans. Man, that's another guy that plays both ways. Let's just go straight to small forward and see what's left there. There you got Contavious Caldwell Pope, who is basically the kiss of death whenever he gets in there. I like Lance Stevenson and Torrey Craig both. Kyle Anderson. Let's see how far down he is on the overall. Oh yeah, he's way down there. Like way down there. But I like him. We're going to take Kyle Anderson. Now this next one. I like him. I don't need him though. I don't need him. I like Iguodala though. I'm gonna take Iggy. So there we go. I settled on those two guys that are kind of utility players that can play the 2, 3, and 4 positions, and I think it's going to give me a little bit of a flex. It'll allow me some solid switching. I'm just not sure how much offensive pop I'm really going to have, especially off the bench. But these next 2 or 3 players are going to be interesting for us. The ones that whoever's left. My next 2 picks are really going to be possible game changers at different times. When we see guys like Jay Crowder going late 10th round, that's tough, man. Wow. Caruso going in the 10th round to the Bucks. J.R. Smith goes to the Sixers. The Sixers, they're not going to be as good as what they were in real life, but man. Anthony Simons, Fareed. We're now in the 11th round of a 14-round draft. There's Tyreek going in the 11th round. Taj Gibson, who was the best player left for nearly a full round and a half before he went in the 11th round. Kelly Olynyk was also up there going in the 11th round. There's Bobo going to the Knicks. Biyombo all the way down 13th pick of the 11th round. Holy moly. Romeo Langford going 18th in the 11th round. Now he's somebody that I might have took a flyer on for the Pacers just with the Indiana connection there. This is interesting. Who are we going to have left? Who is going to be left for us to pick? I mean, as you see, pickings are starting to get slim. We get down to where who's left. Whoa, this is an interesting group. Danny Green. Man. These are who I've taken already. By position, I've taken 3 shooting guards. So, probably need to look at forwards, don't I? Okay. So let's look at the forwards that are left. James Johnson, Marvin Williams, Patrick Patterson. Man. Okay, and then what do you think, folks? What do you think? Should it be Torrey Craig? Or should I go after a big? Should I go after a big inside D? I mean, look at what they done in career stats. It's just not. I don't know. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go Marvin Williams, and then we're gonna come back with Torrey Craig. To me, I think those are solid picks in the 11 and 12 slots. Again, they give us a little bit more flexibility in the lineup. and solid players down low. Now we're going to see what we got left. You know, you got 2 more picks. You know, it's going to give us 14 players. Not sure exactly, you know, what'll be left once another 58 picks go off the board. I mean, by the time I get the pick, it's going to be the end of round 13. So I'm going to get the last pick of the 13th round and the first pick of the 14th round. So, you know, I'll be the first one to have all 14 of my team. But goodness, Terrence Mann going in the 12th round. Patrick Patterson going in the right after him to the Celtics. Carson Edwards to the Bucks. Grayson Allen to the 6th. I hate Grayson Allen. I think everybody hates Grayson Allen unless you're a Duke fan. Justin Patton to the Kings in the 13th round. Sean Livingston still around. Seeing some of these guys popping 74 and 75 still in the 13th round. Udo, 75. Sumner. Dante Exum to the Raptors as a 74. Gary Payton II to the Knicks. Isn't it sad when you recognize some of these names as guys that you just ended up selling off as fast as you could because they were bronze or silver cards? It's funny to me. Stauskas, man. Hartenstein to the Trailblazers in the 13th round. Chandler Parsons. This is crazy. All right, final 2 picks. Let's look at what we got already. We got 2 point guards, 3 shooting guards, 3 power forwards. I think we're good. So now let's just look at what we need. We get 2 picks in a row. All right. Goodness. How do you not? How do you not take Kyle Korver and his 3-point shooting off the bench? I don't see how I can not take Kyle Korver. And then my other guy, do we want to take him? Do we really? Best inside D guys left. Dwayne Dedman, Tyson Chandler. Yeah, let's take Dedman. So that's the last 2 picks we took. We took Kyle Korver and Dwayne Dedman to finish out our 14-man roster. And as you can see, the rest of this is gonna play its way out. Robin Lopez, Sterling Brown, Justin Anderson. As you can see, these picks are just slowly ticking off. Jermichael Green gets picked by the Hawks. There's Marjanovic. He finally goes with the Hornets. Dylan Windler goes with the Clippers. I'm going to be interested to see how all these teams shook out and see, exactly what happened, because after the first 2 or 3 rounds, you start forgetting who picked who, and it doesn't let you go back and look. So you're just going to have to wait to the very end to see how it all shook out. The only ones you picked are the ones that you picked. Frazier Jr. to the Pistons. Yogi Ferrell, 28th pick of the 14th round. Nearly Mr. Irrelevant. Malachi Richardson, the last pick of the 14th round, pick number 420. We exit the draft. All right, now we're just going to generate rookies because it ain't going to matter. We're just doing this season. So now we're going to look at our roster. And here's what we got. We got Oladipo. We still got Lou Williams as a starter. I'm almost thinking about starting Pat Beverly and bringing Lou Williams off the bench, since he's so good off the bench. And he's a pure scorer, so you could stick him off the bench and let Beverly and Oladipo play together, let Williams and Hardaway play together and see what happens. I don't know, man. This is a pretty good team. But top to bottom, I mean, with Gobert in the middle, I think I'm going to be solid defensively. What do you think? Go ahead and put in the comments if you're willing to put a comment. How many wins do you think this team is going to get? How many wins do you think this team will get? Let's look at some of the other teams and how they shaked out. The Pelicans got Jimmy Butler and John Collins and Ibaka and Lonzo Ball. So as you can see, they got a deep team. How about we go to the Pistons? Durant went to the Pistons, but of course he's injured. I'm not sure he's going to be playing in any of these games. So I don't see the Pistons doing very well, even though they got Robinson, Brogdon, Turner, and Teague. So we'll see what happens there. The Raptors got Jokic, Wall, Gallinari, Brooks, and Olynyk. But I think once you get past Jokic, Wall, and Gallinari, I don't think they have anything that they can really get too excited about. I don't know. Lavassier can be good, and so can Thibault, but I don't see that. The Rockets, Luka Doncic, the #1 overall pick. He gets picked #1 overall. And then they end up putting Clark, Porter, Holmes, and Reddick with him in the next 4 picks. So I'm not. Mo Bamba's there. So you got Doncic paired with Mo Bamba. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. In the Spurs, LeBron James went to the Spurs and he got Vucevic and Hield and Covington and Boucher to play with him. But anytime you put LeBron James on a team, you're good for 35 wins. So that ought to be interesting. I think the Spurs are going to fight for 500. They may be better than that. The Suns, Zion Williamson, Zach Levine, OJ Anunoby, who may be a very underrated player, solid defensively. Markelle Fultz, another underrated point guard. And then a bunch of also-rans. But Ariza and Peyton and Noel could be solid off the bench for him. Suns could be someone to watch for. The Thunder have Devin Booker, Adebayo, Murray, Brown, and Morris. They'll score points. Middleton, Morant, oh wow, and Tristan Thompson with Jabari Parker and Derek White. I mean, honestly, those first 5 picks, if that's their starting lineup, that's a solid starting lineup. They're going to be young, they're going to be athletic, and John Morant is just a beast. I love John Morant. I think he's a good player. The Blazers definitely took a step back, even with Domantas Sabonis as their second pick. They got Bradley Beal, Steven Adams. Adams is good, but he's been around a while. Goran Dragic, I don't know. I think he may be a tad overrated. I've never really been a big fan of his, so I don't see much coming out of the Blazers. The Warriors got Trae Young and Blake Griffin, Colin Sexton, Dennis Schroeder. They could actually be good. They could be athletic. Young's definitely going to match, be able to match Curry's length shooting-wise. I'm not sure he's as skilled shooting-wise. But you put the athleticism of Griffin, I think they could still put up enough wins to get into the playoffs in the West. And the Wizards, Tatum and Drummond and Van Fleet to the Wizards, they could actually be solid. The Sixers got James Harden, Kyle Lowry, wow, LaMarcus Aldridge. Holy moly. I think the Sixers could be legit. I mean, look who else they got down there. Harrison Barnes. They got Carmelo Anthony and Justice Winslow to come off their bench. Tyus Jones, Kenneth Faried. The Sixers could be trouble. The Bucks got Anthony Davis and Marvin Bagley III and Anthony Wiggins. And then you put JaVale McGee in there. And if you end up starting Bagley and bringing McGee off the bench, I would actually, if I was them, do the other. I'd start McGee next to Davis and bring Bagley off the bench. But man, they've got a pretty solid front court. But what do they have in the back court? Brunson, Collison, Caruso. I mean, they could struggle, with the ball. The Bulls got DeRozan and Fox and Nurkic. And that is a solid trio. But then you had Fournier and Green with it. I think the Bulls are going to win more than, probably have a winning record. They may win 45 games with this lineup. That could be an interesting team. The Cavs have Brandon Ingram, Jaylen Brown, Dinwiddie, Allen, and Cauley Stein. I think Jared Allen is very underrated. He's going to develop into a really good player. He's going to give him a defensive presence. Ingram and Brown. Jaylen Brown may be one of the most underrated 22-year-olds in the league. The Celtics get Kawhi Leonard, Derrick Rose, but then after that it's Drew Holiday and DeAndre Jordan, Larry Nance Jr. I like Larry Nance Jr. I think he's a talented all-around player. I think he's never been able to really do much because of where he's been and the situations that he's been in. So this could be a team that, because of where he's at, you know, he's really the only true power forward in the top 5 or 6 players. So, you know, he may actually get a chance to break out there. Clippers still got Paul George, Montrezl Harrell, Bertans, Plumlee, and Mirotic. Mirotic could actually be the surprise there, but it'll be interesting to see how that works out. The Grizzlies got Joel Embiid, Chris Paul, Gordon Hayward, Aaron Gordon. Now, what's interesting about those 4 players is if they all start, and since they all have different positions, they probably all will be the starting lineup for that team. Paul and Hayward are great facilitators. Embiid and Gordon are great finishers. This team could be dangerous. They're very dangerous, both offensively and defensively. The Hawks have Klay Thompson, Tobias Harris, and Valanciunas. That could be interesting as well. The Heat got Russell Westbrook, Capella, DiVincenzo, Clarkson, Tice. I mean, they went deep. Pascal, Kuzma. I mean, they went deep, but man, I don't know if they've got them. There may be too much there. But again, when you got Russ Westbrook, same thing with Charlotte. They got Ben Simmons. And yeah, they got these other guys, Thomas Bryant, Wendell Carter. They got other good guys with them, but man, you know, Simmons is really all they've got. The Jazz got Kemba and Donovan Mitchell. It's kind of interesting that Donovan Mitchell still ended up with the Utah Jazz, and now he's got Kemba Walker next to him. But their big centers are Dwight Howard and Enes Kanter. So we'll not see, because this isn't the Dwight Howard of Superman Orlando Magic days. This is broke down palace Dwight Howard. You know, crazy hair, all that. Sacramento got Giannis, and then they got Jamal Murray, and then they got TJ Warren, which I normally wouldn't have thought much about until you've seen what he's been doing in the NBA bubble. And he's been, you know, 30 points a game in the NBA bubble. So, you know, this may actually be a sleeper pick for Sacramento. Lamb and Beasley give them a little bit of a round out there. The Knicks got Julius Randle, Kyrie Irving, Jonathan Isaac, Seth Curry. So, I mean, that's not bad. The Lakers, Siakam, Porzingis, Bledsoe, Smart, and Powell. You know, what they lacked in the guard positions, man, they're going to be tough. They're going to be tough down low with Siakam and Porzingis. And Porzingis can score from outside too, just like Siakam can. So that'll be interesting. Orlando got Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, and Kevin Love. And again, you've got Kevin Love now, you know, playing that power forward position, but he's developed his 3-point shot, so that'll be interesting to see how that works. In Dallas, DeAndre Ayton ends up in Dallas with Jaren Jackson Jr. and Ricky Rubio, Kennard, and Barton. And as much as I like a couple of those players, this Dallas team probably will not win 40 games because I like Rubio, but he's just not going to be able to lead a team like that. It's just not going to happen. Brooklyn, Damian Lillard's in Brooklyn with Hassan Whiteside. Karis LeVert stays with the Nets, another interesting glitch there. And then Lauri Markkanen ends up there, so that could be interesting. They'll probably be a playoff team. The Nuggets got Steph Curry, C.J. McCollum. Once again, McCollum gets a top-tier point guard to play with. But then after that, you got a couple of iffy forwards. Oubre Jr. isn't bad. I've never been totally sold on Bogdanovich. I like Boogie Cousins getting taken so, you know, as the 5th player, but see who else they got. They got Zubac, Cam Reddish. That one, the Cam Reddish pick may be what saves the Nuggets. But this is Cam Reddish, the 74 that's in the game, not Cam Reddish, the Galaxy Opal that ruled right at the end of my team. And then, of course, our team. So, how many do you think we'll get? I think we'll win 30 to 35 games. That's where I really think we'll get. Now, let's look and see what our game plan will be for all the teams. Beverly, yeah. See, I like they've already got Lou Williams coming off the bench. That's pretty solid. Okay, Horford, Favors off the bench. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm tempted to switch out and put Korver in instead of Dedmon in the 13th slot just for the sharpshooting, but we'll see how the season begins. Okay. And then we got Nate McMillan. Okay. First scoring option is always going to be Oladipo. Now, I don't do average tempo. I like shoot at will. And as far as the defensive focus, I like him to play physical defense. Other than that, that's what we're going to go with. All right. Back to the season. Now, we open up the season, as you can see. This is basically last year's schedule, so we're basically utter chaos killing last year's schedule completely. But let's look at these first 10 games. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to simulate all the way through November the 11th. What do you think? These first 10 games, I think we go 3-7. So let's see how we do. Oh my gosh, 149 to 109 over the Pistons in the season opener. Nah, we're going to decline that trade. We lose, and then we turn around and lose by 22 at Cleveland. Wow. Well, another win over Detroit. That one was on the road. Then we beat New Jersey. We've already got our 3 wins, so we're already ahead. Cleveland, we can't beat Cleveland. Cleveland's beat us by 22 and 21. No! 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 Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I am gutted. I am gutted. This sucks. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That is, wow. I've got nothing to say there. There's literally nothing that I can say that's going to make me feel better on this. I don't know. Wow. Wow. I'm just going to cry. I'm just going to cry. We were already 3-3 with back-to-back losses, and then probably our best all-around player gets injured for 6 to 8 weeks. Wow. So much for making the play. I say that, and then they turn around and win 2 in a row. So we finished the first 10 5-5. We go 2-2 after the Oladipo injury. So we got to remember, November 4th was the Oladipo injury. Let's look at these next 10 games. All right, we're going to go through December the 3rd. No, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. If it's day to day, why are you making me switch him out? Oh, you all hate me. Goodness gracious. And yet we still won that game against Oklahoma City. We're 6-5, which I can't believe. Always have to see why, because I don't care. After this, we're only doing this one season. What is up? We don't have Gobert, we don't have Oladipo, and yet we won 3 games this week. I mean, there's part of me is tempted to leave it as is. Wow. Injuries are killing us now. Bring Gobert back and we lose by 26 to Brooklyn. So much for that win streak. Wow. But I'll be honest, I didn't think we'd be lucky to have 8 wins after the 20 games of the season. Once Victor Oladipo went down with the injury, and here we are 9-7, 10-7. So 10-7, 20% of the way through the season. Can't complain. We're still going. I am not trading anything right now. I'm not getting rid of Lou Williams. Lou Williams may be the only reason I'm surviving. All right, 20 games into the season. Let's look at the overall standings. 12-8. The Hornets, who I didn't think was going to be any good at all, look where they're at, 15-7. The Bulls are 10-11 and in 8th place. Overall, let's look at the West. Let's look at the West. Memphis, Houston, and New Orleans are all got 13 wins, but the West looks like it's a little bit weaker. Wow. Down at the bottom, the Bucks at 5-16. Who's leading the league in scoring? Kevin Durant, 34 points a game the Pistons. Harden 31-8 for the Sixers. Lillard 31-5 for the Nets. Look at that. LeBron James with the Spurs. I still can't get over that. That's hilarious. Wow, look at these scoring. All right, let's go right back to the season here. 10 more in. 3 through, nope. Through date. Here we go. 12-8 through 20. Do you think we'll get up to 17, 18 wins? I'd like to see us at least be 17-13 at the 30 game mark. I'll feel confident at that point. But it looks like I may have a reason to feel confident. We beat the Celtics, third straight win. Seems like we win 3 and lose. Win 3 and lose. And that seems to be our little... We beat the Hornets, who were ahead of us in the standings at the 20 game mark. So I like that. Lose to the Lakers. 2 more. We're already got 17. We win at home over Sac for the 18th, and can we beat the Bucks for win 19 on the road? Oladipo is back! Oladipo is back! Oladipo is back! I'm so excited! Oladipo is back! Woo, baby, this is gonna get good. All right, here we do. Let's just go ahead and let the let's let them do that. And if we do that, that's what's going to happen. Oladipo's going to get some minutes. Lou Williams moves into the starting role. Yeah, whatever. Let's go with it. All right, through date. Oladipo is back. 128, 114. And now at the 30 game mark, we are 19-11 and only a game and a half out of the Hornets with a win over the Hornets. And all 3 teams have 11 losses. All right. All right, I like where we're at right now. Season awards, look at all these. LeBron James in the West, that's doing good there. Look at our all-star voting. Not a surprise there to see Durant, Davis, and Kawhi. All that is normal. It's pretty cool. So, all right, let's head back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way to the 41st game. And that's going to take us to January 16th. So literally at the halfway point of an 82-game season. The good thing about this season is there ain't going to be no coronavirus to stop it and screw it up. So here we go. Going through. We've got our 20th win. Remember, I didn't think this team would win 35 games. So here we are at 20-12. I'm pretty happy. Day to day. Man, we're going to make Rudy play through it. Play through it, big man. You're the Stifle Tower for a reason. Take a couple of days off. Enjoy Christmas. Come on now. Oh, no. Pick! What is up with Victor Oladipo? I cannot keep this guy healthy. And all of you that are watching this video are like, moron, you could have chosen somebody a little bit stronger. Yes, I probably could have. Oh, man. Ah, Vic. You're killing me, Vic. You're just killing me. I'm so disappointed. So disappointed. Oh well. Let's see how we get to the halfway point. Well, at least we know with 21 wins, we know we are going to manage to have a winning record at the halfway point of the season. And now we've beaten Denver for 22. So we won't even have 20 losses at the halfway point of the season. I like where we're at. Rudy, yay. Leave it as is. Play through the pain, big man. We need you. With Vic always getting hurt and knocked out, another win over the Hornets. That's the 3rd win in a row, so we'll probably lose to Miami. Yep, we lost to Miami. Win 3, lose 1. Win 3, lose 1. We beat the Bulls. That's 25 wins in the first half of the season. Ain't no way I'm giving up Sweet Lou. That ain't happening, brother. We lose again to the Sixers. That's our 2nd loss of the Sixers in 2 weeks. And the final game of the first half is a win. 26-15 at the halfway point of the season. Number 4 in the East. 3.5 back of the Hornets, though we've beaten the Hornets twice. And we're 2.5 up on the Nets for 4th place. So I like where we're at right now. The Pistons are 22-20 with Kevin Durant playing 30-something points a game. That is a scary team in the number 6 position. And the Magic, I think, are coming up too. This is going to be an interesting year. Award races. Right now they're looking at Harden for the MVP. Ja, 25 a game for Minnesota. Man. 6th man of the year, Dennis Sweet Lou off the bench. Sweet Lou, what a pick. 19-2 a game and 3 assists off the bench. Boom. I told you he was the one probably saving me. Look at Rudy Gobert, top 5 for Defensive Player of the Year, 2.5 blocks a game. You gotta like what you're seeing out of a lot of this, so I am thrilled. All right, so now we're gonna start the second half of the season. I never do the All-Star draft or anything like that. I'm not gonna make any trades. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here we go. This is gonna take us all the way through game 52 of the year. We're 26-15 at the halfway point, and we beat Minnesota again to get win 27. That was a nice way to start the second half. Back-to-back losses before beating Phoenix. I'm getting rid of Lou Williams, folks. I'm sorry. That is not going to happen. You're probably going to have a chance at winning 6th man of the year. I ain't getting rid of him for nothing. Victor Oladipo is back. Victor Oladipo is back. Oh, man. I still want Sweet Lou to have his chance at the 6th man, though. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do that. And as much as I hate doing that, let's dial him back, let's dial him up. Okay. Alright, we're going to go to here. So now, back-to-back losses to the Warriors and Trailblazers. 28-19 with 35 to play. Rudy Gobert, oh goodness gracious. Injuries. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe the injuries. Wow. Oh, that hurts. That one really hurts. That one really hurts. Oh, goodness gracious. The Stifle Tower's out for a couple of weeks with an injury. The good thing is we're coming up on the All-Star break. This is going to let Rudy get some rest. No, I don't really care about that stuff because it's only for this year and none of my guys are getting to go. So we beat the Bulls, we beat the Knicks, then we lose to Dallas. 2 more games. Lose to Toronto. Can we get win 31? No, I'm not going to make any trade offers. We're going to roll here. Boom! Win 31-21. 30 games to play. 31 wins, 21 losses. We're already right at where I figured we'd be for the whole season. So I'm pretty excited, but I want to see where Oladipo's scoring. So Oladipo's scoring 19-8 a game. Even though he's not gotten to play a lot, he's still playing his good all-around game. I mean, 2.2 assists, 1.5 steals, 3.8 rebounds, nearly 20 points. Lou Williams, off the bench, he has been a rock star. 2.7 assists, nearly 20 points. Tell you what, if Gobert was healthy, I'd say this team is scary. Where are we at? We're still number 4 in the East, but technically in a statistical tie with the Nets. They honestly, by percentage points, should get the home court against us because of 60% to 59.6. But we'll see how that goes. They've also won 5 straight. Washington has surged to 34-16 to take up, and I figured they'd be tough. Wow, it's going to be interesting. All right, 10 more. 1, 2, 3. We'll skip the All-Star break. Takes us to March the 5th. So here we go. These 10 games are huge for us. We beat the Pelicans. We beat the Nets. That's huge because that gives us that 4th place outright. And then, of course, 3 wins in a row means we have to lose to the Bucks. All-Star break. A wonderful 8-day vacation for most of the team as they needed to get healthy. I look for Gobert to start coming back here soon after that 8 days off with nothing happening. We beat the Knicks again. We beat Toronto again. Can we beat Charlotte again? Oh, Stifle Tower on his way back. All right. Now we're talking. And we beat the Hornets yet again. We may actually be making a play for the 3 seed. Revenge win over Portland. Can we finally knock out Cleveland? Yes, a 6-point win at Cleveland. Don't care about contract because this is just for this season. Of course, we're going to get beat by 36 by LeBron and San Antonio. I got to think San Antonio is going to win the title in all this. Back-to-back losses. We still finished 7-3 in that 10 games to be 38-24. At this point, I feel pretty secure that we're going to end up in the playoffs because we're with 20 games to play. We are 8 games up on the 8th place Bucks. So, even though we just lost to Milwaukee, I still like the idea that we're in pretty good shape. We play strong at home, 22-9 at home. I kind of like where we're going here. So let's see where we're at. There's 2 for March 28th. Let's get these 10 games in. Oh man, another injury, and this time it's Favors. This time it's Favors, and that one hurts. I'm going to give him those minutes. Wow. Wow. What else can you say? What else can you say? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to March 28th. All right, 38-25. Let's make this playoff push, boys. Sorry, Al, you're going to have to play through it after Derek got hurt. Beat Dallas, that was big, win 39. We got win 40 over the Celtics. That 40th win is big. We're looking good for the playoffs. Can we win at Philadelphia? Probably not. Nope, we get beat by 15. There ends the streak there. 4 straight home games. Chance to clinch a winning record. Just win 2 of them. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man, the Warriors beat us. The Heat beat us. Well, that's 3 losses in a row. Oh, we're tanking now, folks. We're tanking. That's 4 in a row. Oh, come on, guys. Finally, win 41. All right. We finally won 1 out of those home games. Oh, no. Wow. Pat Beverly is lost for the season. A 41-win season could go down the line. Oh my gosh, straight down the drain. This is awful. Why? Why? Oh my gosh. I mean, we bounced back and beat the Rockets for that 42nd win. We clinched a winning season. Oh my. Look at those standings. We'll probably, the next win we get will clinch a playoff spot, but we don't have Pat Beverly, which means our backcourt is severely hampered now. Lou Williams is going to be forced into the starting role instead of where he excels. I'm trying to figure out how the Pistons are barely playing 500 basketball with Kevin Durant balling out of his mind at 30 points a game. Wow. And in the East, Memphis, the LA Lakers, 47-26. The Spurs, 43 wins. Man, Oklahoma City Clippers. Man, Clippers had a good team too. All right, let's finish it out. Finish out the season, see how it works. What will happen? Really? Heck yeah, we're going to bring Derek Favors back in. bring Derek Favors back, get a win. Woo-hoo. Wait a minute, did I just do that? Oh yeah. I was just making sure. I thought I did that the first time. Okay, here we go. So we beat the Clippers for win 43. Then we beat the Nets for win 44. So we were officially in the playoffs. No doubt about it, even if we lose every game the rest of the way. We beat Washington, who's ahead of us. We beat Miami, and suddenly we got a 3-game winning streak. And of course, that means we have to lose game 4. 3 games left. Win 47. Wow, I'm still surprised. We're 14, 15 games better than I thought we'd be, especially with all the injuries. We beat the Spurs. Oh my gosh. We beat the Spurs. And final game of the season, we beat Washington for the second time. Giannis Antetokounmpo ends up getting the MVP award. Pretty good year too. 27-9, 14. Holy moly. John Morant, not even a shock. He lost a couple of points a game since the last time we checked at the halfway point, but still 23 a game for the season is pretty good. Rookie of the year. Dennis Schroeder would win the 6th Man of the Year, and it could be because Sweet Lou got sucked out of the running for having to start so much the last quarter of the season. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player of the Year. It's hard to believe that Kawhi Leonard, 26 points, 8 boards, 4 assists, gets 2.5 steals and a block a game. And the Celtics may have barely snuck into the playoffs if they got in at all. Ooh. Nice. Scott Brooks, Coach of the Year. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so there you go. All NBA first team. Harden, Lillard, Giannis, LeBron, Jokic. Second team. Russ, Doncic. Now, isn't it funny? The number 1 overall pick in the draft is not even a first team All-NBA player. I find that funny. All-NBA third team, Steph Curry, John Wall, Anthony Davis, Jason Tatum, and Karl Anthony Towns. Rookie defensive team next. George, okay, that's not bad. And again, all the injuries to Rudy is what kept him off that all-defensive team. That sucks. All-rookie, Ja, Zion, Brandon Clark, Nunn, Porter, that's not surprising. Hashimura, White, Barrett, Garland, Hayes, again, not surprising. All right. So here's the playoff matchups. Memphis, Denver. If I have to predict what's going to happen, Memphis will beat Denver in 6. Houston's going to upset Utah in 6. San Antonio will sweep Phoenix. I'm going to say Oklahoma City upsets the Lakers in 7. If anything, just to get a Carlos story if he ever happens to come across this lowly man's video. Because I know he's a Laker guy. On the other side, I'm pretty sure Detroit is going to upset Washington. And the only reason I say that is Kevin freaking Durant. Yeah, Kevin Durant is going to lead Detroit to that upset. I think Charlotte beats Brooklyn, but that'll be a good series. I think we're going to lose to Orlando in 6 games. And I think Philadelphia beats Boston in 6. All right, let's simulate it. The whole round. We're not even going to... Boom. Let's look at it. Interesting. So far, I don't like my predictions. Oh, we swept Orlando. We swept Orlando. Okay, I was wrong about Detroit. I was wrong about Detroit. I was wrong about OKC. I was wrong about the sweep. San Antonio had to go 7 over Phoenix. In the East, I wasn't surprised Brooklyn knocked off Charlotte. I was wrong about Philly. But man, I figured we'd lose in 5 or 6 games, and we swept Orlando. Holy crap. Okay, so this semifinal is a whole new ballgame now. Washington seems to be hot. I think Washington wins in 6 over Brooklyn. I think Boston beats us in 7. I think the Spurs beat the Lakers in 6, and I think Memphis sweeps Utah. That's my story. Yeah, didn't take long, did it? 4-1. Washington swept. Oh, the Lakers knocked LeBron out. That's actually kind of funny. That's actually kind of funny. And then we have what? It looks like Memphis ended up going 6. Okay, so who's going to win the finals? Who's going to win the finals? I don't see how you can go against a Washington-Memphis final. I don't see how it can't be the Wizards against the Grizzlies. I think both series just go 6 games. Here we go. What's going to happen? Boston's really been surprising. Kawhi Leonard must have really stepped up. 6 games. Grizzlies swept LA. That was shocking, but Washington did win in 6. All right, who we got in the finals? NBA Finals. Memphis Grizzlies. Washington Wizards. Oh my. I think we're going to go with... I'm going to go with the Grizzlies to win a 7-game series because game 1's at Washington. So here we go. Grizzlies won game 1 on the road, but Wizards won game 3 on the road. And the Washington Wizards win the championship. Woo! The Washington Wizards shocking everybody. Andre Drummond as the MVP, scoring 17 points, 13 boards, getting 1.3 blocks, 1.6 steals, and just over an assist a game in a 7-game NBA final masterpiece. So, wow. That's how it ends with NBA Myleague Utter Chaos. Thanks for joining us. If you liked what you heard, go ahead and smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. We're going to be getting into 2K21 here in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to be doing all kinds of things with my team, and we're going to do a no money squad, and we're going to do some other things on other modes of the game. So come and join us, subscribe, and hit the buttons, man. We look forward to seeing you all as this year goes on. Wow, Wizards, who would have thought? Utter chaos. Check you later.